So I'm here at work right now. I got a little bit of downtime, so I'm just kind of checking in on the old Fidelity on the investment account. All-time high, by the way. We're at 133,352. So 133,000. I've been saying on this channel a few times, it's like, man, it's every day is just an all-time high, and I don't really know what to make of it. In terms of a short term, it's exciting. There's little pullbacks here and there, but it's all just buying opportunities. I think this is just the beginning of this massive bull run that we're all gonna go on. But one of the things that I'm trying to get into is getting an understanding of Bitcoin. Like, I would say just all cryptocurrency, but specifically Bitcoin, I just don't understand it. I asked ChatGPT, I'm like, all right, explain blockchain and all that stuff and cryptocurrency to me, and it'll have that explanation, and I'm like, okay, can you explain it to me in like layman's terms, or like someone who's new to this, and it'll explain it to me, and I still don't get it. I put a tiny amount of money. Now, this isn't financial advice. Like, I do not condone anybody putting in money to stuff that they don't understand. As a matter of fact, I'm very against it. But with Bitcoin getting accepted as like a international currency, like governments are adopting it, huge conglomerate and corporations like BlackRock are starting to respect it and have ETFs on it and put their wealth and cash in cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. I didn't want to miss out, so I FOMO'd like $1,000 into Bitcoin. It's nothing in the grand scheme. It's not even 1% of my entire account. It's already up 11%. I bought it at 100. I bought it at 97,000, and now Bitcoin is at 108 today. It's July 5th. By the way, hopefully everyone had a good July 4th. I worked in classic me fashion. Can't stop working, I'm addicted. But I did get to see the fireworks in my city and hang out with some friends, so it was definitely a good time. But if anyone could give me like a 4-sentence layman's term explanation of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, put it in the comments below. This will be like a challenge to people who really understand crypto and blockchain. 4 to 6 sentences in the comments below. Explain to me, who is stupid on this stuff, what the hell is cryptocurrency and how am I going to make money on this, or how does it hold any value? Because to me it's like ethereal and just like magical as to why it's worth something. Like, people are like, oh, because it's limited and you can't make any more after 21 million or 24 million. I was like, just because something is limited doesn't inherently mean it has value. So where is the value other than just supply and demand? Anyway, thank you guys. Hopefully everyone had a happy 4th of July, and enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, good morning guys. I am at job number 2 today. So this is like my side part-time job that I go to. It's really nice because my main job is really stressful, like lots of activity, lots of things to do, like non-stop essentially for 11 hours straight while you're on your shift. Whereas this job is a little bit more chill. I don't get paid as much, but the fact that I can kind of like relax and chill during this job, it's like I wouldn't even say it's a steady stream of work, because sometimes there's just times when there's not much to do, which is including right now, hence why I can sneak out of the office and get to my car to do a quick video for you guys. It's nice too, I can wear whatever I want. I got the pink shirt, we're matching with a pink watch. Yes, the Omega Moon Swatch collab between Omega and Swatch. So we got the pink swag going on today. But real quick, I was doing some research when I was in the office and I got my laptop with me. I was just checking out what's going on with Nike, because it's one of my biggest positions on my account. Looking on my investment account, I have over like $14,000 in Nike right now. And so I was just checking on it. There's been lots of big moves with Nike. I don't know if you guys saw, but I think it was the last week. Today is Monday, July 7th, but last week Nike jumped like 10% in one day. Let me double check my numbers right now, just so I don't lead you guys astray. Today stock price is $76.33. So I stand corrected. I just checked it out. Over the last week, Nike's been up 7.5%. Which is huge, right? It's been hovering in the 60s for a while. It even dipped down to the 50s during the tariffs. And so the thing with Nike is that they're doing a whole turnaround campaign right now, where they're doing more sport-focused products, more sport-focused PR and advertising. So that's what their whole campaign is revolving around. The new CEO is looking to improve ties with all the other third-party retailers like Foot Locker and Journeys and stuff like that in order for them to move more product in these places and of course get more advertising there, right? Because previously Nike wasn't giving enough supply to these third-party sellers like Foot Locker, Finish Line, Journeys. And so the previous CEO, what they were doing was they were reducing supplies to those people because they wanted to go more online. Because if you do online sales through the Nike website itself, it's less shipping, it's less brick and mortar store costs, less employee costs, like, you know, in the malls for the Nike stores. And instead, you know, it's better margins for Nike as a whole. And so what this new CEO is doing, he's like, okay, obviously that didn't freaking work because sales with Nike tanked. So what we're going to do is we're going to give more supplies to Foot Locker, Finish Line, etc., so they can sell more Nike products. We're not going to hoard the exclusives away from them. We're going to have access to exclusives with those stores so that if they sell more Nike, then they're going to push Nike more in the stores. And so what that will look like is that they'll have like a bigger section. If you ever go to a Foot Locker and Finish Line or any of those stores, you'll notice that certain brands have bigger sections of the store than other brands. And previously it's always been Nike, but in a lot of stores, since these transitions from the previous CEO have happened, in terms of like less supply and less exclusives to the stores, the Nike sections have shrunk because why would they push product when they're not getting a lot of that product? So they're going to push the other brands more because that's the ones that they're probably going to sell. And so once we fix those ties, there's going to be more brick and mortar selling with the sport campaigns, you know, ramping up for Nike. And given that it's actually successful, it's going to increase both the in-person sales for Nike, third-party sales for Nike, and online sales for Nike. And why wouldn't a sport-focused ad campaign not work for Nike? That's literally what they're known for. There is no other more sport-oriented brand than Nike. When you think sports, when you think basketball, when you think cleats, when you think jerseys, when you think headbands, when you think compression shirts, you're gonna think Nike. If you're gonna get basketball shorts, it's Nike. Basketball shoes, it's Nike. Like running shoes, it's Nike, right? Like, you're never gonna beat Nike brand on brand when it comes to sports. They're number one. They always have been. In terms of athlete acquisition, like who are they gonna get under their wing? What brand do athletes want to get signed to once they make it to the big leagues? It's gonna be Nike. So I have no doubts that Nike's gonna do really good in terms of that sport campaign that they're talking about. In terms of the most recent earnings, I'm looking it up right now. It looks like they beat revenue by $0.4 billion. They got an $11.1 billion in revenue for the Q4 2024, which beat the expectations of $10.7 billion. Fantastic. EPS, they got 0.14, so 14 cents EPS versus the their EPS was 14 cents compared to the 12 to 13 cents that was expected. So they beat that by about 10% maybe. So yeah, you got a good beat on the top line and bottom line for Nike. Honestly, I think they are starting this ramp up. This turnaround campaign is going to be great. It's already started. I mean, since the tariffs, they've been up double digits in terms of percent stock gain. So don't miss this boat, guys. Like you can see right now, I'm going to pull up a chart for Nike of where they were, in years past. I pulled up a 2-year stock chart and they peaked in August 1st, 2021 at 172.80. And right now we're at 76 bucks. So, I mean, my goodness, like how much growth potential do we have with Nike right now if we could just restore them back to their former glory? Like not even beat Nike for what it was, but just get it back to where it used to be, which I 100% believe they can do. And especially like when the tariffs get lifted, because where are Nike products made? It's in China. And that's where the biggest iffiness in terms of all this tariff stuff is going on. Once the China-US tariff situation gets figured out and it's, relatively favorable, Nike stock is gonna blow up just instantly that day. I mean, along with the rest of the US stock market, because most of our products are made in China. But specifically Nike, with all this turnaround stuff they're doing, they've been beat up. And on top of that, they added tariff pressure into their already tanking prices previously. Man, once that tariff alleviates, it's gonna be a quick buck. Now, I'm not saying I'm a quick buck type of person, but it just kind of putting it out there that that's just another growth lever that this company is waiting on for their stock prices to shoot up. So, hey,
$50 it was a buy, $60 it was a buy, 76.33 that it is right now, it is a buy, guys. So this isn't financial advice. Do your due diligence, do some research, make sure you check the quantitative and qualitative stats that come with Nike in terms of what's their story and what their numbers look like. Make smart decisions, guys. I think Nike is gonna go crazy over the next 12 to 18 months, and I'm pretty sure the general consensus of the stock market and analysts are kind of on that same boat too. They're a little bit late to the party. I've been accumulating my Nike stock position over the last, I would say 6 months. So hence why I got to a pretty big position in terms of my stock portfolio at $14,000. And so, yeah, guys, I think Nike's gonna be good. Don't miss the boat, don't miss the train. Remember, whether or not you believe a stock is gonna go up or down, or whether or not you're gonna put money in it, the stock price is gonna go up if it's gonna go up. So that's my little spiel about Nike stock. I think it's great. I think it's an amazing position to build, especially if you're newer, because, you know, is Nike gonna 5x in the next 1 or 2 years? Probably not, right? It's already a pretty stable company. There's not insane growth that's there. But in terms of this stock being a blue chip stock, trustworthy, it's not gonna go bankrupt, has a bunch of high growth levers that it can take advantage of in the next 12 to 18 months. And on top of that, it has tariff pressure that it's waiting to relieve for the stock prices to go up. And on top of that, has a really, really good management team, CEO, and all of that that's on their side, that's all together making the stock a really good risk reward opportunity for anyone who's just getting into stocks. So yeah, this is as Jeremy from Financial Education says, this is one of those sleep well at night stocks that you know you're gonna make money, and more than likely you're not gonna lose it all on this stock. So anyway, guys, do your due diligence, research your stocks really good, make sure you get educated, and let's make some money. I forgot to mention, guys, if you guys want to see my beginner stock strategy that helped me triple my money, it's called Noob Stock Investing Strategy, and I'll link it in the description below. Anyway, check that out, guys, and let's make some money.